Hi guys, today we're going to discuss what is the enum in C Sharp and how can we use the enum and what is the significance of the enum. So let's begin to understand what is the enum in C Sharp. Here is a simple definition of the enum. Enum is used to assign the constant name to a group of numeric integer value. It means if we have the group of the numeric integer value and we assign the constant name to the each member, so it is called the enum. Enum is defined by using the enum keyword. If we going to declare the enum or if we going to use the enum, we just use the enum keyword. We can define a enum directly inside the namespace class and structure. That means we don't need any kind of extra namespace to declare the enum inside the namespace class and structure. And every enum type automatically derived from the system.enum, so that we can use system.enum method on enums. In enums, all the constant name can be declared inside the curly bracket and separated by comma. It means each member of the enums separated by comma and written inside the curly bracket. Enum are value types so that it is created on stack, not on heap. Heap and stack just a memory formation. If there is a variable or entity related to object, it is considered in a heap memory. If a variable or entity related to the value type, so it is considered into the stack memory formation. So enum just a value type, so it is created on the stack. Here is a simple example of the enum. I take enum city enum. To declare enum, I use just the enum keyword, and we have members that is comma separated and written in a curly bracket, and each member have the constant name. This is a property of the enum and definition of the enum. In the next slide, enum value. Enum value means how can we assign the value to the enum? What is the rules to assign the value to the enum? Then if the value are not assigned to the enum member, then the compiler will assign the integer value to each member starting with 0 by default. It means the first member of the enum will be 0 and the value of the each successive enum member is incremented by 1 if we not decide the value of the enum member. That is the first rule to decide the values of the enum member. Here is the same simple example. We in this example I did not set the values to the any member of the enum, so the compiler decided by default it is started from 0 to 5 because of enum have the 6 member. For Mumbai it is decided 0, Delhi 1, Bangalore 2, Hyderabad 3, Bhopal 4, Patna 5 member, 5 value, sorry. In the next slide, you can assign the different value to the enum member, incremented value to the other members sequentially. It means this is a previous we said if we did not decide the value to the enum member, the compiler will decide it. If we want to manually decide the enum member value, then we can assign directly to the enum member value, and next value will be incremented by 1 if we did not decide the next value. So here is a simple example, same example I take, but here I decide the Hyderabad value equal to 20, so the next value incremented by 1, Bhopal automatically 21, and then Patna 22. If I can also decide the value to the each member of the enum, but it is depend your requirement. Here is if I did not decide the value, it is subsequently incremented by 1. To get the integer value from the item, you must explicitly convert the item to the integer. It means if you want to value of the enum member, if you want to get the value of the enum member, what is the value of the Hyderabad, what is the value of Bhopal, so explicitly we have to convert it to integer in C# coding. So let's understand with it live example with C# coding. Here we take the Visual Studio, and I just take the new project. I take console application. Okay, here is created class file. I already typed the code to save our time. I just declare here enum in a class, remove the values, commented part. First I did not decide any value to the enum member. Okay. And I just type simple code in a main function. I just take the enum member Bangalore, and I just convert this Bangalore member value into integer and store into separate variable, and just I want to write on the console this value. Same thing, I take the Hyderabad enum member and I convert Hyderabad enum member value to the separate variable and store and print and write into the console. And with the same thing, next member I take Bhopal and store same Bhopal member into the separate variable store and write the console this value, and just see what happen. I am going to run this program. See what is the values of the enum member. We can see compiler automatically decide it is started from 0. Okay, we can also print the values of all the enum member. So we have to write the code. 1 second. I just write the code for Mumbai also, Mumbai and Delhi. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, we can see that I just write the code for the each enum member. Here is a simple enum have 6 member, and we execute the code. Let's see what happened. We can see that Mumbai has the 0 value, Delhi has 1 value, Bangalore 2, Hyderabad 3, Bhopal 4. So the compiler decides subsequently the values of the each enum member. We can also decide the manually the enum member value. For example, I decide the value Bangalore is equal to 5, Hyderabad equal to 9. So that what happened? See, we can see that we did not decide the Mumbai value. The compiler decided 0. Delhi we did not decide, it is decide 1. I decide the Bangalore value 5, so it is show the 5. I decide the Hyderabad value 9, so it is show the 9. And I did not decide the Bhopal value. So then compiler decide the Bhopal value 10. This is the incremented one by the Hyderabad value. So this is the rule to assign the value to the enum, and how to decide the value to the enum member. This is the basic rules, and this 2 way we can decide the values of the enum. And last thing, why we use the enum in the our program, why it is need, why don't use some kind of other things. So basically it is you just a group of the member that have the integer values, For example, if we take the best example of week have 7 days, and month have in a years 12 month. This is a constant value. We can decide the constant value to the each month, yeah, each weekday. So we can use these thing multiple places in our project, in our C# programming. So this is the basic advantage of the enum, and it is the reduce of our code, make the easy the grouping of the value with the integer value, grouping of the member with a constant name with the integer value. That is the basic use of the enum. So that I hope you guys understand what is the enum, how can we use the enum in our C# programming. Thank you for watching this video.